turned over. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Washington Commanders. From up top next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, we were already excited for this game. And then before the contest, you and I are down on the field outside the white lines.
Yes, we were following the rules.
We were following the rules, and a ball comes over our direction, but we can't see it. Somebody yells heads up, and instinctively you turn around and you snare it one-handed with your off left hand. So now we're really ready for football.
No gloves either.
No gloves.
No gloves. Not like what the guys are wearing playing the game now. But wasn't that a whole lot better than that time we were down there? And I got the coffee spilled on me when I got nailed by the punt return.
That happened to the Vikings, right?
Yes, a much better job of being heads up this time. Thank you for the notice.
The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he's a young man who's always believed in his talents. Didn't have many offers out of high school, ended up at Houston Baptist and put up monster numbers. Decided to take the next step and go to Western Kentucky, and he did it again. Set NCAA records for passing touchdowns and passing yards in a single season. Now the big jump to the NFL. This guy's like a very skilled point guard, knows how to deal and put the ball in the proper place with every throw.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, your front five, whatever you've got in front of you, to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
That one good for 13 and a New England first down. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Stevenson gets it again on second down. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Here's Zappi. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. This is intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
On first down, Howell. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Howell out of the shotgun. That's out wide here for Robinson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Zappi working from the gun. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Here's 2nd and 10. Zappi from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Zappi on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Now throwing on first down here. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
One last shot before the break. Howell. And this one is incomplete. So we've hit halftime in what was obviously a very fast-moving first half of play. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been a defensive stalemate. No scoring in that first half whatsoever. But a breakthrough can't be too far off. And for the start of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Now it's Crowder. Now it's Crowder. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Howell's throw complete to Dotson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they go play action with Howell. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
First down, Howell to throw. This pass hauled in by Dotson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Now Howell. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams scoreless here as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Howell looking to throw again. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Thomas.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Now the first carry here for Robinson. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play looming on 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. This for the lead in the final stages. Sly able to put this one through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. So here is Zappi and the Patriots. Down 3-0, a minute 8 to go. Now they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Zappi. And his throw is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
But just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Here's Zappi to throw. to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Zappe to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Zappe. His throws be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Zappe. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Zappe to throw. Open man is born. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Zappe. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's 1st down. They'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. So the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and 19. Powell to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England's offense set to go. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 3. They run once more with Stevenson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Zappi fakes a handoff, looks to throw it. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. One overtime, how about two? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. On first down, here's Zappi. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. Another nice job there defensively. They really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions. And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance, but in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Zappi. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Zappi. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Zappi. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that, and just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Zappi. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win, and in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Landover.